Hi, this is Kate Malone, and this is my presentation on creating a strong password. So the need for strong passwords, I think, is pretty obvious. Safety and security, protecting your identity, your online accounts, emailing, your contacts, preventing people from hacking into your computer and maybe putting in viruses and other terrible things. So, pretty simply put, in order to be safe, you need to have strong passwords. Now, the need for multiple passwords is a hard one for me. I definitely need to work on this because I tend to use kind of like 2 or 3 passwords that I've had over the years and kind of shuffle through them, and that's definitely a no-no. And the reason that you need multiple passwords is also for security and the fact that the technology out there is getting more and more sophisticated and powerful, and using the same password for multiple accounts is just not safe. Also, just being able to feel that your different accounts are not all tied together, and if somebody gets your password, then they have access to everything that you do online. So safety and security is again, the need for multiple passwords, just like having strong passwords. So the elements of a strong password kind of fall into, I did some research on different pages, different sites, and kind of came up with this condensed form, but you need to have a pretty long password, so 8 characters minimum. The more the better. It just takes longer for somebody to hack or crunch your password if it's longer. Using the uppercase and lowercase and putting numbers and punctuation marks and special characters in are highly recommended, and I think required now actually for many accounts that you want to set up. They require that you use these different types of characters, and then not to use the same passwords over and over again and just manipulate them by one number, which is kind of what I've been doing. And, if you're not going to use a password manager, I mean, I don't know how I could do multiple passwords without having a password manager, so I don't think I could remember all of these different passwords, so I have to also look into that. But you need to kind of have something you can remember if you're not going to be using these password managers. So things that you don't want to do are obviously using your personal information and even spelling things backwards or just putting a simple digit in the front or behind, using your usernames, using characters that are in alphabetic order, 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C, D, complete words that are commonly found in dictionaries or used often, like you don't, I always crack up at work because the student's password is password, and I think that's, definitely not a good password. And, to avoid just kind of these obvious misspellings and substitutions for letters that we tend to use in texting and emailing, kind of social media speak, and to avoid simple patterns. So I kind of created a password, and I started by coming up with a memorable base word, which is one of the recommendations. And so I picked horse and dog woman because that kind of represents me. And then I decided to take out the vowels in the words horse, dog, and woman and replace the word and with the symbol. And I added the 2 numbers at the end that have to do with like a special date in my life. And then I capitalized certain letters and added some special characters in. And I came up with this password, and I put it through one of the password tests, and it actually came out as being pretty strong, so I was happy with that. Thank you.